Hi there, I'm Shelly with Shelly's Beauty Studio. Today I wanted to film a series of Jamberry Nail Wrap videos. For those people that already know me, you know that I discovered them this summer and just kind of went crazy and got so obsessed with them because they truly are one of a kind. It is such a crazy revolution that they're creating right now in the beauty industry, and I love them so much. So in this series of videos, I have one hand on right now, but not the other. In this series of videos, I will be showing you the best tips and application methods and removal methods that I have found and tried everything out. I have just spent so much time researching everything and trying so many things out on myself, on all our clients at our studio, and everyone is so in love with them. So I'm just gonna do a few videos, so it won't be very many, but it will be the best methods for all kinds of hands and fingers, and I'm gonna go through all the little details with you so that nobody will ever be intimidated or worried that they can't apply their Jamberry nail wraps properly, because it actually really is very simple, it's very straightforward, and once you know how to work out the efficiencies of how to do it for your nails, it will be a breeze. Like, I've had clients that have watched my demonstrations and they could just do it in like their first try, whereas when I started doing it, it took me a few tries because I had to kind of work out the kinks and stuff. I didn't know exactly, what to do, or, all the traditional things you would think you would do, you actually don't. So I will go through all that in my series of videos. So this video right now, I'm gonna show you the best removal method. So I'm such an organic girl. I'm gonna use organic olive oil. Now, you'll need a little bowl of this. As you can see, this is such a small amount, but this is enough for actually all 10 of your fingers. Now, I've already redid this hand, so then in my videos later, you can see the complete product. I've left these 4 fingers done as well. So I had left one 2-week-old jam left, so that I'm gonna show you how to remove this properly with this, but this is pretty much like what I did for all 9 of my other fingers. So you'll need a low bowl of olive oil. I warmed it up in the microwave, so that always helps speed up the removal process, because the warm oil and the warm heater will actually minimize the time you need to remove a jam. Now, if you don't use your heater and you just use oil that's also not microwaved, that's okay. If you don't use microwaves and don't have one, that's great. That's okay too. It just takes maybe an extra minute or two. So you could do it both ways. You'll need a bottle of alcohol. So this is 70% isopropyl alcohol. I have a pair of tweezers here. These tweezers are a really cheapy one, so I wouldn't use your expensive tweezers for a removal, just because you don't want to ruin them. And these ones are, ones that you don't care about, or old ones if you can find. And this is a tooth flosser. So now with the tooth flosser, this is just like any regular tooth flosser that you would floss your teeth with. And that's pretty much all you need. I have a towel laid down here as well in case you get any little spills, and also I have a paper towel on hand so that I can remove any of the sticky adhesives after. So with this 2-week-old jam, I'm just gonna submerge it in here. The oil, you can heat it up for maybe about like 15 seconds. You don't need very long for it. I'm just gonna turn on my heater as well. It'll take a couple seconds to turn on, as you all know. This is the Jamberry nail heater, but if you don't have one, you can also actually just use your hair blow dryer. So I've gotten my finger kind of in the oil and ready to go. I'm just gonna kind of put it in front of the heater. So you can actually heat your wraps up first, or you can soak it in the oil first, or go back and forth, whatever you feel like. I don't feel like you need to do too much back and forth. That's enough, that's about 5 seconds. Just soak it again. And now I'm gonna take the tooth flosser and try to wedge it under my wrap to see if it will come off. So this is a 2-week-old wrap. Look how long it lasted. It looks like kind of like gel, actually, and it doesn't chip, no smudging, no fading. So if you can see it a little bit, it's starting to lift, and that's what happens. So as it starts to lift, you just want to push the flosser down a little bit more, and if I was doing my other hands, I would start, working on the other ones like that. So then that way it gives it time for the oil to work under the wrap. So what you want to do is you just keep wedging the oil under the wrap. So with this removal method, you're also getting a chance to condition your hands where maybe normally you wouldn't get the chance to. And all our hands are always so overworked and dried out and cracking. That could lead to wrinkles and aging, so we don't want to do that either. So we're gonna, again, put some oil, soak it. So this removal method will literally take you like 2 to 5 minutes for all your fingers all together. And now you won't need nail polish remover to soak it off. No more chemicals, no more fumes. And that's why I love it so much. So you can actually remove your wrap and soak it in nail polish remover like this as well. Jamberry does make a nail polish remover called their nail lacquer remover, and it can be used as well. However, I prefer the more natural method. And also I really like the moisturizing treatment that oil can give. And if you don't have olive oil, you can actually use coconut oil as well. That's another option, along with, you know, any other oils really basically. So if you have sunflower oil, avocado oil at home, canola oil, whatever oil you have, you actually can use it all. And then we're wedging again and just gliding it off. So once the wrap has come off, you will see on your fingers, sometimes there's still a little bit of a sticky adhesive. Now, I'm using this to wedge it off the whole way, but if I was doing all 10 fingers, I would actually take my hand to pull it off. Just because I just did this hand, I don't want to dip it in oil again because I don't want to loosen any of my brand new jams. Okay, all off. So as you can see, your nail is soaked in oil. You want to take your paper towel and wipe it down. And just check how much of the sticky tackiness you might have left on there. Sometimes there's like none left, sometimes there's so little. I just pumped a little bit of alcohol just to wipe it down, because with the alcohol you can actually see how much more of the adhesive is on there. Sometimes there's really not much and you're ready to go for your next set and you can touch it. One of my clients told me that she uses Scotch tape and just, you know, pokes at it to try to get the adhesive off, and it's just a very minor amount. So I just dip this in a little bit in the olive oil again, and you just apply a little bit of pressure. So I think if you were actually doing it with your towel, the adhesive would come off more quickly, but I'm just using it with this paper towel since I'm using it already. It might as well. And that's it. Perfect. So now your nails are not damaged in any way. There's no splitting, no cracking, and your jams are off in a few minutes. And that's it. That's the whole removal process. How simple is that? All right, so on to the next video. Thank you for watching so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or 2 and share it and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you soon.